Ripley has always been on my radar. When I was down in Madison, we looked at the various scores that the students here at South Ripley were getting. You were topping the state then, and in Madison, we were trying to figure out how in the world are they doing that?
Work that you are doing right here in DeKalb High School is setting an example for schools across the entire state on how to be innovative and flexible, how to make high school the most meaningful time to set you up for that future.
I'm here for two reasons. First, communicate a very important message, and second, to share some exciting news we've been keeping a secret. The message is about the critical role that teachers and principals play in our society. At the Milken Foundation, we believe educators have the most important job in our country because they have the responsibility of preparing all of you for a bright future. And that brings me to the exciting news. This school year, we're traveling all over the country, presenting Milken Awards to talented teachers. There's many great teachers and principals in this country, and one of the best teachers in the entire country out of 3 million teachers is here. The Milken Educator Award goes to Katie Lanter! The Milken Educator Award goes to Ashley Johnson.
My knees, they're still shaking. They're shaking so bad I thought I was gonna fall down for a second.
Katie Lanter is an all-star across our state, across Indiana, for what she does every single day in the classroom. She looks at every single student and determines what can I do to make the most impact, to move the needle for that student, to best set them up for success. And she takes that very, very seriously.
I think overwhelmed would be the word that I would use because obviously there's so many emotions and there's so many different people, that have had such an impact in my life. And I look around at, the students and the staff and, my teams and administration and counselors and all these wonderful people. And to know that out of everybody in the room, they chose me is a pretty overwhelming feeling because it's one of those things where I want to make sure that I represent South Ripley the best that I can because this place has my heart.
She brings so much expertise from the business world into the classroom and is really just committed to providing her students with every opportunity to be successful in their future.
My two girls that have their business True Blue, they found a challenge with one of their younger sisters. She has juvenile diabetes. And they've noticed that a lot of her classmates, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade students don't understand what someone's going through when they have juvenile diabetes. Why do they have to have different kinds of snacks? Why do they have to get shots? So they started their business around that. They go into classrooms, they educate students on the types of juvenile diabetes. They've been selling advertising on their materials. They have just really been killing it.